Hi guys, so I think this is gonna be our final part. We're just gonna add the ribbing here at the bottom and on the sides. Again, this is a child size, and I'll probably make a video to show you how to create the smaller squares. And also I forgot to mention, when you do the row of single crochets around at the bottom, I wanted for my sweater to be a little bit singed, so what I did is every 5 stitches I decreased, so I did 2 together. So I went all the way down, and for the adult size I did every 10 stitches. Let me just show you. If you don't know how to decrease, I'll just show you real quick. So let's assume that I didn't finish my row down here. So what you're gonna do is, once you get here at the bottom, I'm gonna go like this. So chain 1, and you're gonna do 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you're doing a adult size, just do 10. Now you're going to do 2 together, so you're going to go in to the stitch 1 time and then a 2nd time into the 2nd stitch. Now you're going to have 3 loops on your crochet hook, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's gonna be 2 together. So you're decreasing and making the sweater a little bit tighter at the bottom. So yeah, I just forgot to get this row. That's what I did down here. I just forgot to get this row on camera. So you're just gonna go along, and every 5 stitches you're gonna do a decrease, or every 10 if you're making a grown-up size. Start working on the ribbing at the bottom now. So I'm attaching my yarn right in the corner where we made the 3 single crochets, remember? You're gonna go in that middle stitch there, and you're gonna attach your yarn, pull through, and I'm gonna chain, I think 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first one doesn't count, so I'm going down. You're gonna turn your work, you're gonna turn your chain, you're gonna work in these little humps back here. And the reason why you are doing that is because you want this to be facing out. It's just gonna be a lot easier to work once you're coming down with the ribbing for the front side. So turn it, and you're gonna work in these little humps back here. So we chained 8, so I should have 7 single crochets coming down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, here we go. Looking something like this. So now you're going to go down into these stitches at the bottom here. So in the first 2 stitches, so you're gonna slip stitch. So pull up a loop, pull through, and then pull up a loop, pull through twice. All right, now you're gonna turn your work. You're gonna skip these 2. You're gonna go in the back loop, so the loop away from you, and you're gonna single crochet 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. chain 1, turn. So you're gonna chain 1 and you're gonna go here. So be careful, sometimes I skip the stitch, so you're gonna go here because it's kind of turned away from you, so be careful to catch it. So turn your work and go in the back loop and pull up a loop. So you're gonna go down again. And for grown-up size, I chained 10, well 11, so I made 10. So you're gonna keep working like this. Right, so we're down, we reached down here again. You're going to slip stitch 1 and 2. Right, again, turn your work. You're gonna skip these 2 here at the bottom, these 2, and then you're gonna work up single crochets in the back loop only, okay? And you're gonna keep going until you get right here at the end. So see you then. All right, so I finished my ribbing on the bottom, and I know that I want to have my buttons on the right and then have my buttonholes on the left. So at this point I'm just gonna fasten off, and I am going to start on the left side just to show you what I do for the buttonholes. It's fairly easy, and yeah, so we're gonna start on this side and we're gonna chain 7. So I'm gonna start up here where I left this little space, this little V, see? So I'm gonna start up here and I'm gonna chain here 7, and I'm gonna work down, and we need to decide where we want our buttons. So I know I want a button here, a button like here because it's kind of the center, so here, and another button probably here. So 3 buttons, so here, here, and here. It's easy because you have these like marking points. So yeah, so I'm just gonna chain 7 up here, and I'm gonna work the same way as I did down here. So I'm gonna have 7. So when I get to this point for our buttonhole, I'll show you what I do. Okay, so see you there. All right, so I'm here at the end, see at the seam where we decided to put the hole. So I am going to finish my row. All right, and then I'm gonna slip stitch right here, 1 and 2, and I know that going up, this is where I want my buttonhole to be. So, and then coming up, I know that this is where I want my buttonhole to be, see, because it's right here on the seam. So I'm gonna turn my work, and I know that I have 7 single crochets because I chained 8, so I have 7 single crochets in this. So I am going to crochet 3, 2, 3. I'm gonna chain 1, I'm gonna skip 1, and I'm going to crochet another 3. Now for my grown-up size, what I did is I chained 2 and skipped 2 just to make the buttonhole a little bit bigger. So see, this is where our buttonhole is going to be, and then you're just going to work like you did before, back loop only, so 7, right, even in the one that you chained. So this is my chain, so just back loop. So I'm just going to go down and finish. Okay, so slip stitch 1 and slip stitch 2. Okay, so here we are. Here's our buttonhole right here. See, there we go. And if you want, I can show you again when we decided it's going to be right here in the center. So this stitch right here, and if you want, you can even mark it with a little marker just to be sure you don't go over it. So yeah, so we're gonna make one buttonhole here and one here at the end. Okay. All right, so I reached my stitch marker right here, so I know that. So I slip stitch 2, and the second stitch is where my stitch marker is, so where my button is going to be. So I know that I'm gonna go up, and then when coming down, I need to create a space for the button. Right. So I'm gonna turn my work. Oops. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, chain 1. All right, so now I know that when I'm coming down, my button is going to be right here. So I'm going to do 3, 1, 2, whoop, 2 and 3, chain 1, skip 1, and then another 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here's my button hole, just like before, right here. Okay, so at this point I can move my marker, and we decided we were going to, I think we said here, so we're going to put our last button over here, let's see. Okay, right here. So I know that when I get there, I need to make another little space. So yeah, just keep going till the end. So here I'm almost at the end, and I had one more stitch here right at the end. So I would suggest you slip stitch into that last stitch and then do another round. So like I did. So I slip stitch, and then I'm just gonna work one more round. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and now because I want my edge to be straight, see, and this is where my last buttonhole is going to be. So yeah, so we're all at this point. Let's fasten off. Okay. So at this point, we're all done with the side with the buttons. Okay. And we're going to have to work this side. I'll probably just start here and work. Just work the ribbon. You don't have to worry about buttonholes now because we've already done that. So I'm gonna be working all the way until I get up here. And then I'll show you what I do with these two little pieces and join them. I'll attach my buttons and our sweater is going to be done. So see you up here. Alright, so here we are. So I've attached my buttons, and these are the buttonholes that we made last time. See, they look great. And this is the final part. So see here how we have this little split. So what I do is I put them one over the other, and I left the long tail here. So I fold them one over the other, and I'm just gonna whip stitch here, here, and here, and that's gonna be it. Our sweater will be done. Alright, so here we are. I whip stitched across like I showed you, and I added a cute little label. And our sweater is finished. Hope you make one too. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.